it's time to get it lit. We got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, passing your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, beat the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets, fool?
That's a close encounter of what kind?
Ready, set, steady, bang.
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all, beat the flow.
Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Bosher to kick it away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Wait 10, wait 20.
45. Defense wins championships, baby.
50.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Good shot.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
No.
Brady gives to Michel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now a pass is hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
45 the mark.
Again, it's Brady. Open man is Golden, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Wait, set. 29. Alpha.
Tackles.
Go Bandit.
And they will run it with Michelle. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel taking it in. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Ryan, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From just shy of midfield, Ryan looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's get it.
Hey, 66.
On the toss, here's Michel. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Michel. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Wait, set. Wide, 20. Watch the run. Wait, again.
They do go for it. It's Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. On the ground, Michel. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Past the 20. 10. Now he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
In today's football, the receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Ryan to throw, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 12-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Brady. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Into the red zone, it's Brady. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon, as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, Ryan. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, it's intercepted. He's trying to give it to Ridley. Devin McCourty picks it off. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Stop your whining.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's White. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Michelle looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady over the middle. Julian Edelman. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Brady's throw there complete, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the dump-off at 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Gostkowski now for the Pats field goal try. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now it's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 10 now, Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 39. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. To throw is Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety strong.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Ryan. And he's going to go down again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Brady. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. On the ground is Michel. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
We got this.
The Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
55, my God, 55.
Brady going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and it was a bit of a EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Here's Bosher to kick it away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Wait, set, wait, 20. Mike, 45. Here we go, here we go.
Brady now on first down. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw is Brady. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watson. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. It just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A former star at nearby Georgia, this is Sony Michel. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Brady going to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Brady. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 14-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. but they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Ryan getting it out left side to Sanu. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw again is Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught. Jones. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 30.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Oh, he's got Devontae Freeman. Now go get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 30 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. On 1st down, Brady. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
At the 26-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Got it. 52,
Here's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second down, Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage just come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Play action. Now it's Brady. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. 22 yards there, a first down.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you've got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What do you think? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Falcons push further out in front. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Set the tone, defense, let's go.
On the ground, this is Michelle. He'll have a first down past the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. And a Patriot first down.
40. Play 20. Quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. And some room to work. The 20. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel in the final seconds of the first half, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 60 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And it's Michel once again. And he's got some space here. 38 yards on the scamper there. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into a great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run on first down. Michelle, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw with Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Here's Brady to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Wait, that's 29. Alpha. Here we go. Alert.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Michelle going to try again. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They'll try to run it in. Michelle, and he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from a yard out as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's true. Filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Back now in Atlanta. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. He'll have a first down past the 40, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 22 yards there, a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman, 52 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Brady. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Brady now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's 1st and 10. And Brady's throw there incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Brady. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Into the red zone, it's Brady.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Edelman was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. On 2nd down now. Michel, and he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel taking it in as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Switch gears, switch gears.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They run, Devontae Freeman. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. But wasn't the line that jumped that time the 2nd level?
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. 2nd level, probably because they moved up to the 1st level, and that hurts them.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3.
And they will take a knee here. So time runs out. It's a victory for the...
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
blends me all the right cred, meaning credential. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Ready? Check 55 Watch the screen. Ready to go.
A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st down, Freeman. Room here to run. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, if you're the team that has the ball, you're loving this series. No matter what you're dialing up, in the air, on the ground, you're getting big-time chunks of yardage. And right now, they've got that defense wobbling.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Ryan to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3 psychologically, maybe a win for the defense.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go, go, go. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
Watson now to throw. He gets it left side of Johnson. Still fighting. 16 yards, a first down.
Let's go, let's go.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for the Texans. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Set. 19. 54.
You don't want none.
59. 54.
Bang, 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 bang.
A first down carry here for Johnson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I know he ain't got it. Echo. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Here's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Down 6 at the 36-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Pull it together. Check, check, check.
Now it's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
12 yards there and a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 39 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
45, 45, Mike, 45.
From the gun, here's Watson. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Falcons grab it. And he's got room. 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But There's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
We got to get to the ball, G. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep it.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 35-yard line.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Come on. Get your swerve on. Check 55.
Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well to get a few stops.
And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
It's second and 8 at the Falcons' 32-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now Watson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
On first down, it's Watson. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Texans get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Freeman again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Down. Get ready. 25. Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
On third down, Ryan escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. A gain there of 21 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Here's Ryan. Dancing to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
The kick by Tavecchio is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Check my 45. Crunch time, defense.
They go play action here on 1st down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
45 the mark. 6 man. Check curls. 45.
Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. On 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This is taken near the 13. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
65.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Freeman. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And some space here. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in the...
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
ST.